Thank the gentlelady from New York for yielding me this time, and I rise in strong support of this bipartisan piece of legislation. I want to commend the work of Majority Leader Blunt, my good friend, as well as Representative Price, Rep. Maloney, for their leadership in working on this legislation. I also want to recognize the outgoing chairman and my good friend, Mike Oxley, for all his work on this, but many pieces of legislation that we worked together with in a bipartisan way, and particularly Barney Frank, who saw through all of this, cut through the politics and right to the chase, and worked very hard in seeing that this important bill passed today. H.R. 5337 works to keep the flow of direct foreign investment in the USA strong while putting national security first. This is a good jobs bill, pro-business, it is pro-labor, and this bill does all things to help secure our nation, yet not stop investment here in the United States. And I'm pleased to say that this bill enjoyed unanimous support in the Committee on Financial Services, passing on a 64-0 vote. This bill enjoys the support of everyone from the Center for American Progress to the Chamber of Commerce. This bill is about keeping the flow of foreign investment coming to the U.S. and not driving these funds and their subsequent jobs out of the country. But H.R. 5337 includes new tough safeguards put in place to ensure the security of America first. This entire legislative initiative, which has been pursued in a bipartisan fashion, is a result of the botched handling of the DPW transaction, the Dubai Ports deal. That transaction involved the government-owned company that buying into various port assets here in the United States. As a result, a significant and appropriate focus of the committee has been to toughen the scrutiny for acquisitions by government-owned companies, since some government-owned companies will make decisions based on government interests and not commercial interests. No job, no deal, no transaction is worth threatening the safety of Americans, and this bill puts those conditions in place. We all know this to be true, but being from New York City, it is even more true. This bill will provide strong new safeguards to ensure our nation's security and protect critical infrastructure, but also continues to give CFIUS flexibility to exercise discretion, allowing CFIUS to focus on the deals that raise real national security issues and not get bogged down into those deals with no national security ramifications at all. For example, this bill will allow CFIUS to go straight to an investigation phase if CFIUS so decides that the concerns are so serious as to merit this. This is a good bill protecting national security, guaranteeing the flow of direct foreign investment here in the U.S., and ensuring we won't have another Dubai Ports debacle. And I therefore urge its passage in the House today. And finally, I understand the Senate is in the process of moving the bill forward, and I look forward to a constructive conference with the Senate. But this issue is far too important to compromise our national security or our nation's economic security on backroom wheeling and dealing. We in the House, in a bipartisan manner, recognize the diligence that went into crafting this bill. Can I have an additional 30 seconds?
So granted.
Jim is recognized.
I thank the gentlelady. And we will work for this to be the lead text in any conference. The Senate bill does not meet our important threshold on national or economic security. This bill does. And I know we in the House, who have worked as hard as we have, will fight in conference for a good bill, or we will take no bill at all. I urge a yes vote on this bill. It protects national security, enhances the ability of more foreign investment here in the USA, and ensures the transparency of CFIUS. And with that, I yield back the balance.